fight number 11. And this one is all thanks to our good sponsors at Sweep Marine. This man in our blue corner, weighing in last night, 87.4 kilos. His fight record, 6 fights and 5 victories. He trains out of Lanna, Muay Thai, hailing from Western Australia. Please give a big Queensland welcome to James Russell. His opponent in the red corner, weighing in at 87.9 kilos, 5 fights, 5 victories. He fights out of the Sitshoothon Muay Thai gym in Sydney. This is Ballardin.
Fight number 11 here. James Russell in blue, Dylan Ballardin in the red. Nick the Nightmare Atkins with me.
Ringside. New South Wales.
Pardon me?
WA versus New South Wales.
It's not often a rivalry you hear talked about that often, is it?
No. It's exciting to see both interstates making their way up to the Gold Coast.
Fighting on Infliction 35. Sold out here. Nakua Carrara, just quickly before things really heat up. Must be pretty proud of your team and being able to sell out a night like tonight.
Yeah, well, there's a lot that goes into running a fight show and giving these people opportunities. And yeah, the team again they've done a wonderful job. Everyone seems happy. The fighters are getting looked after, and the fight matching's been great. So I can't be happier.
All going incredibly well. A great amateur show this morning. Put it in your diary for next time. September is when the next wannabe start, which by my calculation would mean a November show. November 2, says the great man. Return to the action here. Real filling out process showing the quality of these two, Nick, early.
Yeah, no, they're you're just waiting for them to explode, aren't we?
I love this, 88 kilos, or as I say, what would happen if I lost all my fat? You know what I mean? It's nice to know what you could look like if you had discipline. And
no, they both look pretty fit and conditioned and strong.
James skimping in there nicely. Tighter hip lock there from those men. I know I've banged on about it all night, but as we saw in the last fight, it's the knees that can really do some serious damage. This one here almost boxing as we see a kick. And second kick outside there.
And Dylan's landed a couple of beautiful liver shots with that right leg too. So, James has got to start protecting that.
James worked around nicely, yes. Sneak that around the back of the guard. When you hear the slap, it must be an incredibly satisfying. A bit turtled there. He ducked his head and got hit straight on the top. All completely legal. Goes high again. Double jab, right hand. Not much of that really scoring.
I like that switch kick from James. That he's nice and quick with it. It seems to work.
Dylan steps forward to elbow. Teep from James. Steps in, beautiful elbow across there. But again, the toughness tonight of these fighters, Nick. His elbow's getting eaten, knees getting eaten.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought there was going to be a cut there, but they didn't cut him.
Well, they couldn't have done much more. Perfect scenario as a striker. You land it cleanly in the person. Lovely start there by Dylan. Teep to the face, if you don't mind. James stepping in. Round 2 of 3 here. Big thanks to Sweet Marine and Con the Legend in Romania right now. Some really clean techniques on show here. Former World Heavyweight Champion Nick Atkins. Some really clean stuff.
Yeah, I really like that that switch kick from James. He's learning that, which is really cool. And Dylan's coach in the corner. He wants some more elbows in close. So I'm interested to see if he starts pushing through and landing them.
Again, both of these blokes really thick through that quad section as well. There's a lot of strength through there. Propping, left hand from James. Return from Dylan.
James took this fight on a week's notice as Dylan's opponent pulled out. So, you'd expect nothing less from Lanna Muay Thai. They're like, we're always fit and ready to go. But we'll see if that does play a factor come to the later rounds.
That's amazing. That's amazing. If you think about the things that people ask you to do in real life and you go, no, I'm sorry, I need more time. Would you like to come in against a Stone Cold Killer next week? Yeah, no worries. Lovely work. Big left hand. Dylan there, but James just starting to blow a little, as you'd expect from a bloke who hasn't had a full and dedicated camp. Probably has another conditioning. All things he would do. But he's still looking vicious, trying to land that elbow. Good jab, beautiful kick off there from Dylan. Work is the call from both corners. Big men throwing some fantastic techniques, Nick.
It's going to be wild now. We're getting a little bit tired, so we're making a few more fakes.
Bit of windmilling happening.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful downward elbow. Double and triple the Lanna team calling their man on in the corner. Big deep breaths from these two. Feels like a long round, doesn't it? Now we go to work with the leather. Right hand whizzes past from James. The second one doesn't though. 10 to go in this round.
It's getting interesting. Landed that last right there, was good, but he fell in the clinch straight away. But a nice elbow there.
And a nice one right on the button as well. All totally legal. Great effort for a man on 1 week's notice. That if my wife was here. Oh, look, the fighting's back on. Round 3. This one between James and Dylan. It's James in the blue, Dylan in the red, Nick the Nightmare Atkins. Next to me, who came up with the Nightmare just quickly? Was it you or was it your wife?
No, it was actually my coach, John Wayne. He's the one who came up with the name for me.
He loved the nickname, didn't he?
But my wife does think I'm a nightmare. But
I know, she tells everyone.
Yep.
It's true. About a minute to go on this one, folks. If you just joined us, it's right near the top of the night.
I'd be interested to see what both coaches have said. If one coach feels like they've won 2 rounds or they both think they've won all, they've got to win this round to win. It'll be really interesting to see what's happening.
From a neutral perspective, it's been fairly even, I have to say. Been a lot of activity, but if you really whittled it down to telling shots and clean shots, it's not a huge amount.
Yeah, no, it's pretty close from where we're sitting. But again, we're not judging it, so no idea.
I'll be a terrible judge. Terrible judge. We do our best to call. A big thanks to Sweet Marine Con, the legend. Cleans big boats, cleans little boats. If you've got a boat and it's dirty, give Con a call. With a slip there in the corner, I think. Well, geez, Marcus is a good referee. But I tell you, James is very proppy. the blue corner. He's got the poker face on now, but Dylan's got to be sniffing some sort of blood.
Yeah, Jones, he sort of slipped over, I think, where the water lays in the corner, and as he slipped, Dylan just took full advantage of that and launched him with a knee that got him flush in the abs.
It's hard to switch it off in this circumstance. There can't be long to go with this one. Beautiful teep again. He's used his legs really well, the man from the blue corner. Now we're getting to that stage of each round. And soon there'll be the tap for the 10 seconds, and these two will have to put their stamp on this fight. It's the old case, Nick, of who wants it from here on in, isn't it?
Yep, well, like I think, as I said, if it's 1-1, then it's going to come down to the last probably 30, 40 seconds. But one thing, I think they're staying composed and not just throwing haymakers and sloppy shots, so they're still both wary about each other's power.
This could end at any moment too at this weight. Beautiful outside body kick from Dylan and a nice body shot. James misses with a right of his own. The amount of shots that have just missed between these two by a matter of millimetres.
You know, the 10 boys, they're certainly having a crack leaving you in the room, and the crowd's
cardio. The cardio's there for sure, isn't it?
Makes me sick.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that was big knee, big step in from James as well. 10 seconds to go. Catch and counter from Dylan. Kick from James. Elbow from James. Right hand from Dylan. Left hand from Dylan, and we are done.
What a fight.
As we go to our judges' scorecards, all three judges score this fight 29-28 for a unanimous decision to the blue corner, James Russell.